Hi everybody, I just wanted to show you my bougainvillea. I actually dropped this plant about a month ago and it came out of its container and it did look very sorry for itself, so I popped it back in and I hung it up there in the hope that it would survive. And look at it, it's doing exceptionally well. I must say, out of the two I've got, this one is far better for producing flowers. The other one I got is a variegated one, and I usually find variegated plants don't always produce such abundant flowers as the non-variegated plants. But I forgot to put this in my last video, so I just wanted to do a little clip of it and I will insert it in my next video. So isn't it gorgeous? Beautiful. Look at him. He's such a smoochy, kissable boy. He loves that perch. I've just been round and collected up Dexter's toys. I know this isn't all of them, but we've got about 8 toys here all up, different ones. Yeah, 8 there, and I think there's at least another 6 lying around the garden somewhere, so I've collected them all up for him and put them here. But he's too tired to play with his toys today. He's laid out. Such a dog's life, such a dog's life. And he's not the only one laid out. Oh, there's another discarded toy there. So there's Ruby. And just along on the biggest bed we have with another toy is Penny. Oh, tired out they are. They've been for a walk, had their breakfast, and now they're tired. Such a dog's life. So in this clip I just wanted to show you my hanging baskets and pots after 2 or just over 2 calendar months after making them up. So we'll go in now and have a closer look. So as you can see, they're looking fantastic at the moment. Really good. They're actually reaching their optimum size now. So this is about the size I want them to remain. I don't want them getting much bigger because they start getting scruffy and looking messy. So they're not short now. Of maybe in a couple of weeks time I will take about 1/3 of the growth off, just to keep them nice and compact and tidy. You lose quite a few of the blooms, but hey, they always come back. And here's the hanging basket above, looking beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the one behind, I did have a little sad dieback on one of the petunias, but I've sort of staked up this other one to make it look a bit fuller. And as you can see, they're looking really good. I love that yellow stuff. See that from the kitchen window and it looks great. So this little display here is doing okay. This is already at 1/3 cut back on it because it got quite messed up with all the rain. So I won't cut that one back for quite some time again now. But they usually get about 2 cutbacks a year. And the bottom stuff's looking good. The impatiens are filling out good. This grey stuff's come back. This fancy geranium is now got some flowers, and they're not that bad actually. I thought they'd be quite plain, but yeah, they're quite pretty. And then this other one in front is doing well, and that's got some flowers as well. So really happy with those. I'm hoping to overwinter them and bring them on again. And also over here, this one's picking up. Now these are less than a month old. Well, not the dahlias at the back, they've been in there all year round. But this one's only been made up about a month, so it's not grown so well. So I tidied up the centre pot. It's looking a little bit scruffy down underneath. I'm thinking of trimming this back even further in the hope that it will come back a bit better. And this pot down here is looking great, which is just some geraniums, red foliage plants and some green hanging over the side plants. And then along here, again, these are just getting to the point of needing trim. I reckon in about another week I shall be trimming that down by a third. And look at those, they're looking stunning. Absolutely pleased with them this year. So in 2 short months from those tiny little plants that I put in those pots with that slow release fertilizer, the only care these have had is water. So this is how big and how gorgeous they bloom with the slow release fertilizer. And it's just the generic stuff we get from our local garden centre, or Landscape Supplies actually. I couldn't even tell you what brand it is, so I'd like to tell you, but you know, slow release fertilizer is slow release fertilizer, I guess. This one did start to flop a little bit, so I put a bit of a stick there to hold it back. But as soon as I trim it down by a third, I'll take those sticks out. But they're looking super. Really, really happy with them. So the other thing I did, I tidied up these black planters, took out all the rubbish and the stuff that had gone over. I've left the primulas in there. They'll be fine. They'll if they die back, I'll just chop them back. But as soon as the other stuff grows up and covers them over, they'll be fine. So yeah, they'll be picking up great. And while we're here, we'll just have a quick look at the marigolds around the patio. So they're doing well. They're not growing as fast as I would have thought, but they are coming on. I'm not sure how long these have been in. I think maybe only about a month. So they're coming on slowly. We've got rid of the dog perch. We've utilised that that table somewhere else. So I'm thinking the patio's looking not so scruffy as it was. So that's it. So morning YouTube. Hopefully you can see what's going on in there. I've got the misters on this morning. We're set to get a really hot day today, and I want to feed my orchids. So what I'm going to do is I'm giving them a bit of a rinse down with the misters. I can't get any closer than this because I'm going to get wet. And once that's done, I only put it on for about 2 minutes maximum, because it is like being in a tropical sort of storm. It feels like that when you're in there, because it's very fine misty. We could get finer, but we're happy to settle with that for now. And I see one of them's not working very well, the second one down, but that's okay. So everything's getting a good wash down, good rinse off, and then I'm going to go in with some concentrated feed and give them a bit of a feed, and I'm going to give them some calcium as well today, so that'll be good for them. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Right, so here we are. I've just turned them off. Some of the misters are dripping, so I might get a little wet, but that's fine. But as you can see, everything has had a drink. Everything's wet, even our seats. And it is very, very humid today as well, so there's no sun up yet, but it's a very muggy, humid day. And yeah, I'm hoping that this is all going to do well. I realise that you shouldn't have your orchids facing upwards like this with misters on them, but to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of the people where I buy my orchids up on the North Island, that's exactly how they grow their orchids. They have them all stood on benches with misters overhead. So I thought, well, if it works for them, let's see if it works for me. I'm willing to take the chance, so we say. So yeah, so as you can see, it's all even back there. It reaches right back there. It goes right outside this as well, because I can feel it when I'm walking outside. But everything's had a good wash. That's my son shouting, my husband shouting at each other across the garden. And it's all looking fabulous. Now the only thing that probably don't get a lot of water is this down here under the bench, but I'm going to give that a good rinse in a minute, and I'll give it a good feed. I want to give it a good feed. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you how well they were working. I'm super, super pleased with them. Super pleased. I'm so relieved I've managed to get this lot in here. It's going to save me so much time. And not, you know, not lack of care, but so much time in caring for them. You know, getting around them in that little orchid house was quite difficult. and I'm not buying any more orchids. I realise I have way too many. And if I do buy them, I'm going to be more selective. I'm also going to think about, you know, their care and whether I can manage their care. And also, you know, when I do buy, I have got about 3 trips planned for next year with my friend Penny. We're going up on the North Island and going to some shows and orchid shows. And I am going to be very selective with what I purchase. Famous lad's words, probably. Anyway. I just wanted to show you that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like or dislike and subscribe. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy new year. I know I've done that in the past, but today, no, it's not New Year's Eve today. It's tomorrow. But anyway, so, sorry, my son's calling me. So anyway, thanks for watching as always, and thank you for your support throughout 2018. And I hope I get your support in 2019. Bye for now.